Hi, welcome to Bigfoot Backpacking Gear Review. I'm Todd.
I'm Josh.
And today we're very pleased to bring to you a review on the Osprey Aether 70 backpack.
This is a great pack, and we are going to show you some details of the pack and talk about why we actually like this pack. We both actually carry this pack.
Yeah, we do. We've both been through multiple packs, and this pack is just awesome. I mean, the way that you carry the weight, you can't even feel it on you. When you load this baby up with 38, 40 pounds, and you put it on your back, it just distributes the weight so perfectly evenly, you don't even feel it, and it makes backpacking a whole lot more enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. The first thing we want to talk about in this backpack is the top compartment, which is fairly good size. You can see, I'll turn it around real quick for you. You can see the zipper is here. We have a towel stuffed in there, but just to show you, this is a large towel. There's plenty of room to stuff even more things in here that you want a quick access to, maybe first aid kit, some snacks, whatever it is that you want to put in there. But there's plenty of room in this top pocket to store things. Again, the zipper, as you see, you zip it, and it has the material that comes over the zipper to give it a little extra protection from elements. Also, this top pocket can be detached. It can come off and serve as a lumbar pack if you want to use it for that, say on a second day hike or whatever. Another nice feature we like about this pack is the trekking pole attachment. You can see on the harness, it has this attachment where you can slide your trekking poles in, and if you shove it right down the side of the pack, there's this other loop in the bag at the bottom where your trekking poles go through. And that is a very nice, convenient accessory that comes with the pack that can stow your trekking poles while you're actually backpacking. If you're gonna be bouldering or whatever, maybe you just don't want to have your poles at the time. You just shove them right through this loop, down through that loop, and tighten it down by that, and then your trekking poles are securely attached to your bag and you don't have to worry about holding on to that. Okay, next we're gonna talk about the actual loading, how you actually load the pack. There's different ways you can access this pack. One is from the top. Let me click these. Open the lid, and then you have the pull cord that you just pull open. And you have access to the inside of the pack. And the inside of the pack, I'll add, has this red strap that is an added compression strap on the inside. So once you have your backpack, you just cinch down on this compression strap, and it gets you further compression of your equipment, which is another nice benefit. So you see you have a very wide opening. Again, we have some towels packed in there just to give the backpack some depth, but it has lots of room. Obviously it's a 70 liter, so there's a lot of room. But that's the top loading part, and then let's go down to the next part, which is at the very bottom of this. I'll go over this real quick. And this is actually your sleeping bag, your separate sleeping bag compartment. Let me open that. Straps for your sleeping pad or chair, whatever you want to strap on the outside. So you just unzip that, and you see you have access to your sleeping bag, and also on the inside you can see it's divided from the rest of your pack. Make sure you see that. So it's separate from your pack, and my sleeping bag is small enough to put it in there along with some other things that I want to shove in there, maybe some clothes or whatever. But anyway, you have your access to your sleeping bag there, and you also have this outside access. Strap and lots of compression strap, which is very good. Unzip this, and you can see you have access to your pack to this opening on the outside of your pack right here. Lots of access to your bag. If you're on the trail, you can take your bag off and just open this one up and access the inside of your bag while you're on the trail for whatever reason you might need to access it at that time. Okay, well, let's move on now to the compression straps that are plentiful on this bag, and that's a good thing, because the more snug you have your equipment that's in your bag together, the more snug it is, the better it carries. And that's one thing that we really like this bag, is it carries well, and partly because of the compression straps that are available on this bag. There's actually two on the side. One is at the top, and it just cinches the bag closer together. And then there's one actually that I have routed, this is my personal preference, on the inside of the, if you want a water bottle holder, you can route it however you want on the outside of this pouch, or the inside, which is what I did. I routed it through, and here's the strap coming out, and I just pull it tight because it's my personal preference how I like that. But so there's 2 on the side right there. There's actually the straps that pull the top compartment down, which is what this one and this one are. It snugs the top compartment down to the top of your bag. We also have 3 horizontal compression straps on the outside. Here's one of them, and then the other one is right there, and then one towards the bottom of the bag. And again, it's just a simple pull to compress your bag down even further. This strap right here actually closes and compresses this stretch pocket that's on the front of the bag. So if you unclip it, you can see you have another little bit of storage here. You can put a rain jacket or whatever you might want to quick access to out on the trail. And that just clicks in there and cinches down as well. And we also have these straps at the bottom of the bag, which I mentioned a little earlier. These are the what we use them for our chairs. You can use them for a sleeping pad, but you put your pad in there or your chair, whatever it may be, and lock them up and cinch them down, and they work well as far as securing your load on the outside. All right, let's move on to the actual back of the pack, which is where the harness and your back panel are, obviously. Let's talk about the harnesses real quick, and they're the Osprey Isoform harness, which is a nice thick layer of foam, which makes the pack even that much more comfortable to carry on your trip. Completely padded all the way from the back over your shoulder and down to the front of your chest. The harness is adjustable. There's some very heavy-duty Velcro that is between the AirScape panel here in the back, where you can get an even more fine-tuned fit. You can either take it to your local sporting goods store, REI is where we got it. They will adjust it there for you, or you can do it yourself. It's kind of tough to do, but you can do it yourself. But it adjusts the harnesses up and down to better fit your torso length. We also, let me just undo this sternum strap here. Real quick on the sternum strap, you might notice the bite valve, magnetic bite valve clip. And that's another thing that about Ospreys, they have lots of accessories you can add on. I really like this. It holds, the Osprey bladder has a magnetic bite valve, and it clips right on there, and it holds your bite valve until you're ready to use it. But that's another nice little feature. The AirScape back panel, you can see here, it has a mesh covering, and it has obviously some channels right here to keep air moving between your back and the pack to help obviously reduce sweat. And does a pretty good job for the most part. You will have some sweat obviously, but it does a good job to let the air go through here and let your back breathe as you are on your trek. And moving down to the hip belt, which is the Isoform hip belt as well. This is actually heat moldable. You can take it to your sporting goods store. Most of them will have who sell RI packs have a kind of like an Osprey oven, so to speak, and they put it in there. They put this hip belt in there, and they'll mold it to your waist. It'll fit you like a glove, so to speak. You can do that, or you can just wear your pack, and through the natural process of wearing it, the heat and the movement actually molds this. As you can see, mine's molded, curved a bit, and that's just, I haven't taken it in to have it molded. This is just actually me wearing the pack. It'll mold on its own to your waist, and that's just what I prefer to do. It does a good job. But the padding in this Isoform hip belt is very nice, very comfortable. It really helps comfort around the hips, around the waist, helps carry the pack very well. Also want to note, especially these adjustments on the side. This is a very important part, as this is even more fine-tuning of your pack, the way it fits and carries. This right here, these little straps actually cinch it a lot more, I guess, personalized to your waist and your hips. And I was on a trip and I forgot to actually adjust these, and I was a little uncomfortable until I realized that I had forgotten to adjust these. So a simple adjustment of these will help you carry your pack a lot better, and they run the length of that hip belt, and it just cinches it that much tighter around your waist, and that helps a lot. Yeah, these ergo pull straps, they are very easy. I like the way they pull to the middle, they pull inward, so it's much easier to pull these your hip belt towards your waist. And It's very simple and very good idea the way that they do these straps. And if you notice, it has a different points up at upper and lower parts of the strap. When you pull this, it pulls not only the top part, but it pulls the bottom part as well. And it just pulls that whole side around on both sides. And it makes this bag very comfortable to carry, very comfortable. You'll notice there's one difference in this pack than the most current pack that is out there on the market by Osprey. This is the 3rd generation pack, which does not have the external hydration bladder, which I really do like. The 4th generation does have it, and the 4th generation one, it'll be in this area right here, and it's external. This 3rd generation pack we have, it's on the inside of the bag, but the 4th generation is going to be on the outside right here. I think that's a good feature that they added. Another difference is down here on the hip belt, the 4th generation has hip belt pockets, which are very convenient as well. I like that feature as well that they've added onto the 4th generation bag. There's a few other minor differences, but for the most part, those are the main differences as far as major differences between the 3rd and the 4th generation bag. As I mentioned earlier, the magnetic bite valve accessory, there's also these little hoops on the front of the pack. There's 3 of them, one to the top and in the middle, and then there's one down here under this flap. And these are for additional accessories, add-ons that Osprey also sells that you can buy separately. One particular thing is a backpack, a day pack that will secure in these hoops. And there's a couple other accessories you can actually buy separately that utilize these add-on hoops. All right, so we reviewed this Osprey Aether 70. We hope you have enjoyed this review. We will definitely give this the Bigfoot backpacking gear review stamp of approval. You can't go wrong with this bag. At just a little over 4 pounds for the medium, it carries the weight well, and you really don't feel the weight when you're walking. It's a very good bag. So again, we hope you enjoy the review. If you have any questions or comments, please post them on our site, like our page, and spread the word about us. And we hope you enjoy this review. Thanks a lot. Take care.